New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been looking for solutions as an increasing number of migrants come to the Big Apple. Even down the block from CBS News Broadcast Center, a group of asylum seekers has refused to move from tents outside of a hotel to a facility in Brooklyn. CBS News' Ed O'Keefe sat down with Mayor Adams and asked what needs to change on immigration policy.
We need someone specifically assigned to the decompression strategy so that we're not having governors on both sides of the aisle sent to certain cities. If we do a proper decompression strategy, then all of the country would absorb a smaller amount, and we won't look like what we're doing now. Over 47,000 migrants are here in our city, need care, when we're already dealing with a very real issue after the pandemic hit this city and country.
Ed O'Keefe joins me now for more. Ed, what's a decompression strategy? And on immigration, what else does the mayor think that President Biden should be doing, or what's his opinion of how the president's handling this issue?
Yeah, good to be with you, John. First of all, he later clarified it was 43,000 migrants have been sent here to New York in recent months, and his office is anticipating that in the next fiscal year it's going to cost this city at least $2.8 billion to clothe, house, educate, and care for these migrants unless the federal government provides more assistance. And that is what he's seeking from the president, telling me that he did speak a little bit earlier today when the president was here for an unrelated event about immigration. He was somewhat critical about how the president's handling this. Take a look.
Well, number one, he's continuously pushing the Republicans to state we need a comprehensive immigration reform. That is the heart of the problem. That is the fire prevention. What we're not getting right is the fire right now. You know, when my house is burning, I like to say, don't tell me about fire prevention tactics. We got to put out the fire.
Spoken like a former New York Police Department captain, which is what he was. And the mayor campaigned on supporting the police. So what is he saying now in the aftermath of Tyree Nicholas's death?
Right, and we got to remember, and this is part of why I wanted to talk to him about it, not only a former police captain, but somebody who said he was assaulted by police as a teenager. He can look at the Tyree Nicholas situation from both ends of it, as the person being assaulted by police and as somebody who's worn the uniform. So talking to him about police reform and what exactly he needs to be done, he says it takes a lot more than just more money and funding the police. It's also rethinking how exactly police forces are constructed. Take a look.
When I saw the videos, there were several aspects that resonated with me. First, we have to be very careful on how we modify police practices, because there are bad guys out there that enjoy taking away resources from police officers and dividing our communities. And we can't fall into that trap. But at the same time, police must reach the level of professionalism that we expect of them.
And Ed, before I let you go, you also asked the mayor about his overall opinion of the president. And what did he have to say?
This was the interesting part, John. I mean, you and I know, having looked at public opinion polling, having talked to Democrats up and down the party structure, there's some nervousness, some pearl clutching about whether a president as old as the one currently in office should be running for re-election. He would be 86 by the time a second term ends, should he be elected to a second term. Asked the mayor about that, and he had a pretty positive spin on the age and experience question. Should he run for re-election?
Heck yes. You know, look at the field on the other side. You know, you have to get on your knees every day and say, God, don't let us go backwards. And when I'm around him, I still feel that energy. I feel that excitement. And, you know, my mother used to say, look a man in the eye and you'll know who they actually are. And when I look him in his eye, he is red, white, and blue all the way.
Just real quick, the argument he also made was, look, somebody that old, somebody with that much experience, it's a testament, he said, to the resiliency of Americans, and that if somebody that old and experienced wants to continue serving the country, why not? An interesting positive spin on it, John.
Indeed. Ed O'Keefe across town from us. Thanks so much for being with us, Ed.